Guys, when the moment for intimacy arrives, you need to be ready. Roman ready. Whether you've been in a relationship for years or just getting started, having the confidence that comes with preparation means you're free to enjoy the moment when the moment comes. Even though you're far from ordinary, the truth is ED is really common. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, it ships to you free within 2 days. The whole process is straightforward, convenient, and discreet. Getting started is just as easy. Go to GetRoman.com/Chael today. And if you're approved, you're going to get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have confidence and control this fall. Roman ready. So I was on ESPN Plus yesterday, the Chael Sonnen show with George Sedano. In all fairness, I would love if you guys listened to it, but I got asked about Conor. I got asked about McGregor, who I have carried for years. In all fairness, I don't know that Conor has a more public defender than me. And there's been some rough times. I mean, there's some hard times where you will look a fool defending some of Conor's actions, but I feel I know Conor. I feel I understand Conor. I feel I had a hand in creating Conor, whether I did or not, but this is how I feel. So I've always looked after little brother, right? Always. Whatever platform I got or whatever egg I'm going to get on my face, if he makes me look like a fool, I will defend him. And I have been right a number of times. In all fairness, I have. If you go and look at the absolute injustice of the rewriting of history as to what happened between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, I have never before my own eyes seen reality rewritten as fast as I did the night that Conor kicked Floyd's ass. And Floyd kicked his ass right back. I was there. I know what happened. But it was an extremely competitive match where Conor was winning a lot of rounds. I watched that side by side with Teddy Atlas, the single most respected mind in boxing. And in the 6th round, Teddy had 4 for Conor McGregor, and it was paining him. It was pain. He was uneasy. He was sweating. He told me that. He said, Chael, that my whole life is boxing. I believe this is a sport. If you can bring this kid McGregor in who's never done it to take out our best, he said, we're done. Everything I believe. I mean, he told, and he still had 4 rounds for Conor McGregor. I bring it to you because there is some times where he needs defending. In all fairness, the heat that Conor took for the comment that he made to Poirier after that fight, the wife and the DMs, was that a prick who was caught on camera being a prick? Or was that an entertainer that to the final curtain, while injured and couldn't even stand, continued to perform? It's a fair question by me, and it's a fair defense that I gave him. But at any rate, I said on ESPN that Conor is becoming a little rich weirdo. That's not nice by me. I understand that's not nice, but I got plenty of bullets as I see it. This is how I see it, right? Have you guys ever been in the spot where you think something, but then you look back and go, well, that doesn't mean I'm right. Just because I've looked after little brother doesn't mean he sees me as big brother who's sitting up in the loft covering for him. He may not see me the way that I see him, which would make me look like a bit of a doofus. So I take my one shot at Conor McGregor, which is accurate, that he is becoming a little rich weirdo. For him to be 30-some years of age, pacing in front of a television set with somebody recording him on an iPhone as he's shirtless, watching 2 other guys compete in a weight class that he cannot make, I'm right. That's a weird thing to do. He could have done that exact same thing 10 years ago, and he did. And it was cool. That was that up-and-comer. That's that Irish kid from... Hey, that's McGregor. I recognize those tattoos. McGregor's willing to fight anyone at any time. He's trying to make his way through the ranks. He's trying to get his name and his brand out there. It was cool at 23 years old. At 33 years, or 34, I don't know how old he is. But he's not that kid anymore, and he's acting the same way, and that's weird. And that's what I said. Conor responded in tweet. Now, right away, that pissed me off. If I'm to be fair with you guys, That upset me that he responded in any fashion to me. I am Big Brother. I set the table. You studied it. I will continue to help you. I will do it over here. But he may not feel that way. He may not feel that way. I might just be another guy to him, which would make me a little bit of a fool. So, because he responded publicly to the one and only thing where I've ever been critical, quite a good defender, it bothered me. So then I'm thinking, what do I do? Now, I appreciated his response, and let me tell you what it was, okay? He said to me that I need to sit in front of my camera, which is this right now, with my 2 viewers, which are you guys, and continue to sell window sheen. I don't know what window sheen is, but if you ever get into an argument, a verbal debate, as soon as you're explaining, you're losing. If I was to come out with my natural response, which is, okay, I want to go on, I want to play this game, I'm going to have this fight just to remind you who's where. Just to remind you why you looked up to me in the first, I'm going to do this for you. But I don't know what window sheen is. I can't say, I lose. It's my job to know what window sheen is. Even if that's an Irish thing, and we don't have window sheen in America, I have the foggiest idea what it is. But I got to go look it up. I got to go find out. I can't come ask him. I can't ask him to explain his insult so that I can prepare my counter. I just know that I'm willing to be polite about this, but I will be well armed. So I'm getting ready. I mean, I'm going to come at him with everything. I'm going to get meaner as he gets meaner. If we're just being funny, I'll stay funny. You throw the first punch, but I will come back, and I will come back harder. It's just the way that I play. But I will go all the way down to the jugular. I will talk about the fact that I retired 2 years ago. I quit fighting 6 years ago, and I've won 3 more fights than you have in that period of time. I have been retired for 2 years, and in the last 5 years, I've won 3 more fights than you. And I quit trying 6 years ago. I will do that if we need to. I will talk about you're down here and I am up here. You were punching up, but then when you stand 5'8", you're always punching up. I'll go there when I need to. But not right away, because the first thing I have to do is I got to find out what the hell window sheen is. And the mistake that Conor studied very well. Taking on me is a fair fight. It's one-on-one. He brought you guys into it. That was a mistake. He never should have talked about the viewer, because there's power in numbers. It's me, it's him. It's one-on-one. He now brought you guys into it. He now thinks that you guys are fools that apparently come to me for window sheen. Now, I've got to be honest. Which is I love the window sheen joke, and here's why. 4 or 5 years ago, Conor broke bad on me. It's the only time he's ever done it publicly, but he did do it. And he said, about himself, am still selling out arenas. This guy's on YouTube selling window cleaner. I respected that 4 or 5 years between the window cleaner joke and the window sheen joke today that he remembered his own joke, because you guys missed it. But I remember it. That's a zing. That is a zing. If you want to say a guy's doing a great job on YouTube, go ahead. But if you try to compare your seat on YouTube to a dude that's selling out Madison Square Garden, Conor wins. Conor's got me, right? And he's never going to hurt my feelings unless he brings up the truth. It's the truth that hurts. He's not going to love that I say he's punching up, but at 5'8", he's always punching up. He's not going to love that in the last 5 years, 3 of which I've been retired, I've won more fights than he has. That's not going to be great. Because it's the truth. And that's where you start to get in a slippery slope. Is this hell fellow well met, as Shakespeare said? Is this mano a mano? Or are we going at each other? Which would be tough for me. When I transferred roles and I'm now behind the desk at the events, making money and having a good time, and in all fairness, I am. Talking about guys that are actually doing it, actually getting off their biscuit, getting in there and risking it, like Conor. You can see where I have to come from a standpoint of being fairly grateful. I can't be an equal with him. I cannot try to go after him. It would break my own code. I don't give a damn. I do not care. When I was fighting, any weight class, anybody, but I will answer for it on Saturday at the agreed upon time, no matter what. No matter how I've never missed a competition in my life. I've been at this since I was 9 years old. Due to illness or injury, and it's not because I haven't been sick, and it's not because I haven't been hurt. I will show up and I will answer for it in front of the world every time. But I'm not in that spot now. I don't have any business with Conor. I'm done fighting. But so is Conor. I don't have a license, and I'm not going to go do another fight. Conor doesn't have a license, and he's not going to do one either. So how weird are we? Like, does the world want to hear? Do you guys remember when Joe Frazier went after Muhammad Ali? And it was in 1996 when the Olympic Games were on American soil in Atlanta, and Muhammad Ali lit the torch, and Frazier said, I wish I could have pushed him right in the fire. You remember when he did that? It was weird. It was highly uncomfortable. Because you have two guys who aren't going to compete. Not only are they not going to compete with each other, they don't compete with anybody. So what are we talking about? You're banging your chest to be a brave guy when you took yourself out of the brave guy business. I did it willfully. He did it when his leg got snapped, which is very sad in fairness. Either way, we're both done, right? If I was 23 and he was 20, let's have at it. We got the size difference. We're going to have a problem on how we're actually going to do this, but we can make believe in the world of social media that we will find, so we will call Jake Paul and we will get on one of his boxing calls. We're going to figure this. I don't fight anymore, and neither does he. I could fight, and he can't fight. Do you see the problem? He's hurt. And this isn't me being backhanded and pointing this. I want him to get better. That's the truth. As much as I said he's becoming a little rich weirdo, that's still little brother, and I'm going to still look out for him. I just am. Until he makes it perfectly clear to me that he does not view me the same way as I think he does, I'm not going to take these shots. I'm going to appreciate that he had a window cleaner joke about me 5 years ago, and he remembered it last night, even if he called it sheen. I respect that he remembered. I'm the window cleaner guy. 5 years apart, I did. At what point are we Ollie and Frazier? It's not for me to say that he's not going to pursue a license. I do believe he is likely to fight again. He can't fight right now. He can't get a license. I can't either. I can't pass a drug test. He can't pass an MRI. Neither one of us is, do you see where it gets weird? Like, neither one of us is eligible. I am what many people in the sporting would call an old man. I'm aware of that. So is he. He's not aware of that. I don't know how old Conor is. I'd have to look it up. I'm going with 33. I'm going with 34. I know I'm close. But that's the age where the fact that you're still doing this is weird. It's not cool anymore. If you've got the belt, if you're defending something, if it's a little bit different. If you can't get a license because you can't even pass the medical exam, and you got your shirt off on TV with your drunken buddy behind you filming it on an iPhone that you're going to edit and upload later, it's weird. And that's all I said. That's all I said. And him talking about me being on YouTube in front of you guys and moving a little window. Right, it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings because he's telling the truth. I am sitting here on YouTube. I don't have window sheen, but if somebody asked me to pedal it, I would, and that's going to give me a little bit of a zing inside. So how much of the truth do we want to bring into it? Do we want to go with Hail fellow where met? Hail fellow well met. Shakespeare, beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful writer, William Shakespeare. Not as good as me. Very good, though. I got to find out what window sheen is. Got to find out why he thinks I'm selling window washer. Got to find out if he looks at me the way that I think that he does, but he might not. Got to find out, are we the two old guys that returned to the high school football game wearing our Letterman's jacket? I'm not licensed. He's not licensed. I'm not going to fight again. He's not going to fight again. Or are we?